Okay. So first of all, can you just tell us your name and what it is you do here?
My name's dabullcombat. I'm head coach of dabullcombat, combat warriors in Bristol, Muay Thai coach.
Cool. So can you tell us about Muay Thai, what it is and why you do it?
Yeah, Muay Thai is the art of 8 limbs. It comes from Thailand. I do it personally because I think it's good for the brain, it's good for confidence, it's good for self-esteem, and it also keeps you fit. I do compete because I love it that much. You know, a lot of people don't love it that much, they don't want to compete, but you know, like I say, it's good fitness, man. I've always stayed in shape due to doing Thai boxing, so it's good.
Awesome. So you had your fight at the weekend, speaking of competition.
Yep.
What was the event that was at and how did it go? Talk us through it.
It was Champions Collide 3, won by Nathan Brendan. I changed coaches from Team Chew to Dean James's camp. So for me, the journey was more about learning and getting fit, because I'm 40 years old now. I come out of retirement in 2016. But you know, when I worked with Dean for the first time in a little while, he said I should do it, I'd be good at it, and he felt that I could be alright. So when I went back to Gloucester, where I also work and teach, is a Fight Factory. When I spoke to my boxing coach, John Pittman, he said I should do it as well. So when two top legend people tell you to do something, you might want to try and do it, do you know what I mean? And it just so turns out that I won in the end, so it was good. I enjoyed it. Well, I didn't actually enjoy it, man, it was hard work, but I won, so it was worth it.
Good stuff. So what does it mean for you to be a part of this community that you're involved in?
In Bristol?
Yeah.
Do you know what, I took over this club like about this time last year, I think January last year. You know, I was a little bit lost in myself and I needed to train, and I spoke to Lee Badman and asked him if I could come training. Then he asked me to teach a class. So the difficulty was knowing my flavour and what I've learned, coming to someone else's gym and getting them to follow my kind of pattern. Do you know what I mean? There's lots of food on the planet, but it depends on what flavour you like. You know, I wanted the guys here to have that kind of flavour that I enjoy. And at first it was a bit tedious, a bit hard, you know, I had to learn patience, tolerance, I had to learn people skills quite a lot. People drove me mad, I swore, cursed and cussed. However, 6 months down the line, people started doing enter clubs and competing and doing really well. You know, Matt Dillistone fought last month and won. George, he fought last month and won. John Pegan's another one, fought for us and won. Gary fought for a Southern Area title and won, but he got a draw. But he won. Anyone that don't know about Thai boxing knows you can't take 10 steps and throw someone out of the ring, man. You can't do that. But you know what I mean? So, you know, pushing people and getting people to believe something they didn't believe when they started makes it worthwhile. And because of that, I've got the respect from the students. They've got respect for me. I've got respect for them. And you know what? It's good, man. We text each other without having anything to do with training. And now, you know, we have banter on the WhatsApp group and. It's just good, man. I have a day job that I do 2 days a week, and it bores the life out of me. You know, I've spent a lifetime doing this, and I've got myself a job. And it's one of them jobs where you're looking at the clock every 5 minutes because you can't wait to go home. But when I look at the WhatsApp group, it makes me laugh, man. And I think, you know what, I'm coming training with you lot later. It's gonna be great. Do you know what I mean? So there is that kind of like family essence to what we've built. Not just me, but everybody. You know, it's a big team here, and everybody plays a part. You know, I know we have good banter, and I'm a bit cocksure a bit when I'm on the mats, but it's all good, man. It's all done out of love, and it's great.
Fantastic. So what makes a good fighter, do you think?
What makes a good fighter? You know, I want to be a good fighter based on my technical abilities, but I'm the sort of fighter that wears his heart on his sleeve, you know. You have to punch me a few times to get me winning. You know, I'm a knockout merchant. However, like people like Matt and George, they're very technical and they've got good vision. Do you know what I mean? Gary's another one. He's got good technique and good vision, and he listens well. You know, when people are listening well, man, they pull it off. It's like me. On Saturday when I fought, I didn't listen in the first round, so I come unstuck. As soon as Dean started talking to me in the second round, man, I started winning again. You know, my lot have learned how to listen, and because they listen, their performance has been really good. Sometimes I think they're better than me. You know, the last 2 fights we had down in, where was it, G? Where was it? Shrewsbury. The 2 C-class fighters done better than I have as an A-class fighter. And then, you know, for me, that's down to my coaching abilities and how I treat people. There's lots of coaches at the end of the day. Everyone knows Thai boxing, there's loads of people, but it's can you get that person to perform? Can you get that geezer winning? That's what makes a good coach. Can you pick up the phone when your students or your clients are scared to death? when they answer, can you answer the phone and say to them, listen man, be cool, you're fine, you're going to be right. It's getting to people to believe the impossible. And then when they achieve it, it's mad to think you actually get paid. It's one of them jobs. It's not even a job, it's a blessing. I'm grateful to be in a job where I can get paid like that. It's amazing.
Fantastic. I think, is there anything else anyone wants to ask? Or?
That's all sweet.
I think that's...
Yeah.
Anything you wanted to add? Final words?
Yeah, training guys, yeah. Combat Warriors, the Ball Combat, Thursdays, 7:30 till 9:30, and Tuesdays, 7:30 till 9:30. Come and be a part of this team because we are going places. We're the best in Bristol.